Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another World of Tanks replay. And today we have someone that I don't think we've seen on the channel before. It is Mr. Oinked. He is on highway. He is in the T50-2, the tier 6 Russian light tank, and this was a years of service gift, but I can't remember which year. I think it was for 8 years, was it? Something like that, maybe. Maybe, mayhaps. But this tank was, of course, based on an old tech tree tank. Yeah, I mean, it essentially still is the old tech tree tank, just re-added to the game as a reward for playing the game for a certain number of years. This thing was mental back in the day. This tank was around before physics were around. So that hill that Oink drove down over there, you would not have been able to do that in the old game, really. Because I think that hill was slightly too big. You can have like little sloping hills and you could drive down them, but like big boys, you could not go down them. There was not physics for that. This tank used to drive around so quickly that you could try and aim at it going around a corner, you'd shoot and it would miss because the server couldn't keep up with the speed that the tank was going in relation to the shell. But yeah, these days it's pretty balanced for tier 6. You know, it fits in quite nicely with the MT25, which is the new tech tree tier 6. The enemy has one of those on their team. And yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a pea shooter, like a lot of Russian light tanks are, especially the lower tiers. 57mm, you know, pretty standard on a Russian medium tier tank line. Especially the mediums and the lights. 85 average damage, 118 average pen. In the APCR, you get 165 pen, which is quite nice and may well come in useful, particularly the KV-85, especially if you're shooting at range on him. You could have a bit of difficulty, maybe the KV-2 as well. Oinked has managed to bounce the Churchill 1 there, who looks like he might be somewhere around this area. The STRV is up on the hill. He's here all alone, which is rather worrying. But he's doing the classic strafing backwards and forwards while shooting on the move. Like, mid to low tiers, you can get away with it so well. As long as your gun's fairly accurate, like this is, then you can dupe so many people, it's stupid. Yeah, he's up to 611 damage with 278 spotting so far. The issue is that STRV has got a good gun on it. The T-34S has basically got this gun that Oinked has got on that tank, with I think a slightly better rate of fire, if I'm not mistaken, and the Panzer IV-H, which looked like it had the 105mm derp, which will hurt if Oinked gets hit by it. Oh, there we go. Artie is actually helping Oinked out, killing the STRV. If you look at the minimap though, Oinked's team has pushed through the town, with the T1 Heavy slowly coming in behind. The KV-85 didn't go that way and it instead is coming this way. And we know that the Churchill 1 is somewhere around here as well, so this could spell some trouble for Oinked. Especially given he's got a Chaffee down there, which isn't really doing much. He's called Suffer. Could be an apt name. Man of Borg in the Panzer Soufflé and a T-67. KV-85 has revealed himself yet again. But isn't taking any damage. Now, the reason why he's a big issue for Oinked is he does have a bit of armour, especially if Oinked is going to be firing the standard AP shells. Should have aimed those two, I would say, Oinked, because... Oi! That's a disgusting shot. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know shit, mate. I was going to say that KV-85, he's got a decent amount of HP. He's got 1,000 HP, which, you know, for this gun you're going to need about 10 billion shots, or at least it'll feel like it whilst you're trying to kill him. And he can kill Oinked in 2, I think it is. There's an enemy Chaffee that's rocked up in the middle, and he's just had his shit packed in by the Chaffee and the Panzer. Don't know where the T-67 disappeared to, but he's floating around somewhere. I think he went into the town, because there's the other light. The Type 64 is in the town. Panzer 4H dies, picked up by the Chaffee. There's the Churchill 1, who is on 920 HP, by the way. A tier lower than the KV-85 and only 80 HP less. The KV-85 is coming in now. Oinked was paying good attention to his minimap there to see that the KV-85 was coming for him. So he's up to 1.2k damage. He's been firing an awful lot, which you have to do to get up to damage like that. But he's been doing well. He's almost at 1,000 assist, which is surprising given he has only had 3 people helping him over this side. Oh, and Artie for a little bit. Now this is good. I like this because the T-34S couldn't actually spot him round the wall because of how the spotting works in this game, and the points to spot are on a tank. Some unfortunate shots here, and he gets his ammo rack knocked, and he's already used his repair kit. It's got 20 seconds left on the cooldown, and now you see the struggle. But when you get ammo racked in this tank, the reload is a long time, and even with the APCR at an angle like that, just from the KV-85 driving, you're going to struggle to pen it sometimes. I'm surprised that one did actually pen, but we take it. It's up to 1.7k damage now, and Oinked has repaired his ammo rack, and now he can go in for this T-34S because he's only on 74 HP, so he's a one-shot, and now he can roll towards the rest of the damage, being the KV-85 and the Churchill. He's done 1.8k so far. The Chaffee isn't interested in going in, unlike Oinked, because Oinked has massive testicles. The KV-85 gets taken out, and the Churchill is left. One in. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Lovely chubbly. And that is 2k damage in a T-50-2. 956 assist. He somehow bounced 185. And, yeah, he did very well there. These bushes are still a very viable position, as you've just seen from Oinked. They used to be ridiculously good before this map was turned into HD, if I remember correctly. But yeah, very good counter to the tanks that will come up here, such as the STRV, as you saw, the T-34S, the Panzer 4H, and then the Churchill and the KV-85. Given he was here alone with this Chaffee, the Panzer Soufflé, and the T-67 just sitting at the back, he did very well, managed the situations that came towards him, and very good play. And Oinked is a very good player, and I'm glad that he sent me this replay. I just got a DM from him on Twitter that just went, T-50-2 mastery. The link. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And yeah, there we go. So thank you, Oinked, for sending that one in, and I'm interested to get more replays from you, because I know that you are a very good player, and I want to see some higher tier from you. But yes, I hope you have all enjoyed watching this replay as much as I have. And yeah, thank you, Oinked. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.